Growing up, all Keith Reed wanted to do was fight. His ultimate goal was to be a champion in the ring. However, this life path was also responsible for a multitude of misguided decisions, which led to a stint behind bars and an uncertain future. Until a special mentor took him aside and changed his life. To a life with God. To a life all about love. He now fights for a different outcome. He fights for his kids. He is constantly described by those he serves as a father to the fatherless. Today, Coach Reed, as he is known by all who universally love and respect him, is a different kind of fighter, in a different kind of ring. He has a plan, a goal, and it's working. Listen to his story. Listen to what others say about him. Then please step up and help this incredible man continue his 20-plus year success story by making the Ben Hill Project and the Reed Community Foundation bigger and better. It's for Tulsa, but most of all, it's for the kids.
He's seen a lot over the years, seen a lot of athletes over the years, seen troubled kids and good kids, seen right decisions and wrong decisions.
So I started in my reputation and learned how to deal with situations.
Parents and other family members bring children to Coach for his discipline and structure.
One reason they find me is just the word of mouth. I mean, I started with one kid, do great with one kid, and mom tell their friend, and it's the word of mouth.
The foundation mentors many of the kids from the community who are at risk.
You got to have the heart, and you got to know you got to put God in your life first because you're gonna need Him.
He starts with unconditional love.
Love is everything in the Reed Foundation. Each individual got to love each other and don't mind being a friend. And I found this true. It took me a long time to really realize, man, when you treat people and loving people, and you know what the word love is, not only unconditional, just really from the heart, man, things just start happening.
Coach Reed focuses on teaching life skills.
I mean, he teaches them how to say thank you. And a lot of kids today lose that because we don't use that.
He says yes, sir, and no, sir. He does what he asks them to do. And that is what they see and they do not get at home.
It is a gift, what he has, to be able to reach in a kid's life who nobody can reach and be able to help them out, see that there's more to life than being disrespectful.
And reinforces that, being accountable and being responsible for your actions and doing the right thing, you know.
Coach Reed brings out the best. He does not accept excuses. He does not accept failure. He touches you in a way that you would want to do your best. And when the kids look at him and they admire him, they want to do their best.
If I could describe or explain to anyone what Coach Reed does or how he is, I would say that he is a life changer. He's changed my life. I can't speak from any other experience but mine.
We get results, and that's what you're looking for, kids that will change lives.
80 kids by himself. It's a man in the shadows that take care of 80 kids, the father to the fatherless. And that's Coach Reed.
The Reed Foundation was established in 2014 to support and extend the work of Coach Keith Reed.
Our job is to help these young people to make the right decision and to pursue those giftings and callings. Not only do they need to recognize them, but they need the confidence to keep pursuing it.
The mission is to provide an environment where Tulsa children and youth can grow and develop life skills.
We get kids and show them a different outlet than the streets, and we just give them a different, like a second home to a lot of them. A lot of them don't have a stable home to go to.
There's a plaque on the wall at the Reed Foundation that says the father to the fatherless. And it has some attributes, and here they are.
The values Coach Reed has established to get results are open for all to see. Everyone at the Reed Foundation is expected to live by these attributes for life. This is the foundation for every program at the Reed Foundation. The Reed Foundation offers programs for kids of all ages. With more and more public parks and rec centers being shut down in North Tulsa, RCF is fulfilling a critical need in the community for constructive activity and a positive health message. It begins after school.
We do after school care where we pick up kids and bring them back to the gym, feed them hot meals, and we work with their mind and body. So we work them out after school so we can get them a healthy mind and body too.
We get results. If you look at our track record, our background, we have got results.
Coach Reed's foundation is a village, and he's raising young men and women to be respectful and pointing them into destiny so they could have confidence in themselves and knowing that they have purpose in life.
The Reed Foundation is working to get these kids an education.
And what we want to do is help young people as they go through middle school into high school. And if they need help with math, they need help with history or any part of their schooling, we're there to help with that mentoring and tutoring to help them get through that obstacle.
When young kids are in the summer unsupervised, that's when they're most prone to gang violence and teen pregnancy. But when they're at the Reed Foundation, they're getting to learn values. They're responsible and into fitness, which often is not even happening in schools today. And so for us to have those old school values be taught to those kids makes a significant difference, not only in the lives of those children today, but in the future, in the safety and the opportunity for leadership to grow in our community.
Not every kid's eating at home, getting a meal at home. I think that's the part that's missed most, is the at-home life for these kids.
Each kid, before they leave and go home, and before when they come after school, we have a hot meal waiting for them.
Even the kids who he knows need food in the evening, he goes to the food bank and sends stuff home to those who he knows will not have an evening meal.
Feed the Children organization in Oklahoma City has already partnered with the Reed Foundation, and they have agreed to operate a food and clothing pantry. We see that as a game changer. I mean, all this is a game changer, but we see that as a very important part of the foundation's reach, is to be able to provide a food and clothing pantry that will be solely supported by Feed the Children.
We do everything we can to help them better themselves and even work on improving the relationship with their parents.
My name is Avery Ortiz. Coach, to me, is a hero. He's changed a lot of lives.
Coach Reed has impacted him a lot by his work ethic, just his overall attitude. He doesn't ask for anything. He does stuff before it's asked of him to do it, and that's all Coach Reed.
And ever since he's been going, it's just been a great experience. He comes home energized and just excited for what he's learned and saw throughout the day.
Keith Reed is one of the only places that you can go in the summer and see young children from elementary school to high school sitting in a disciplined manner and learning about values, actually being able to increase their confidence.
I can't tell you how many lives I've seen changed. You see that they're happy, you see that they have respect, there's a lot of joy in their life, there's a lot of, I think, hope.
To increase its impact, the Reed Community Foundation is targeting a primary goal and a key capital project. In October 2019, the city of Tulsa, with incredible vision and community spirit, made a decision not to tear down the once revered Ben Hill Community Center, but to gift it to Coach Reed and the Reed Community Foundation and allow RCF to operate out of the center.
Coach Reed has had his eye on Ben Hill for a little bit. This has been his dream, to be able to move into this facility, but he just envisions this as being able to fulfill his dream of being able to reach a lot more kids, a lot more families, not just kids, it's families. So he sees that this is going to increase his reach, increase his ability to become father to the fatherless up there.
A big goal that we have to do at the Reed Foundation is we have to multiply Coach Reed. We have to teach other people why he does what he does and when he does it, so others can learn his mentoring process to young people.
This 11,000 square foot building is an important part of the North Tulsa community and bears the name of one of its most noted citizens.
Ben Hill, the name Ben Hill, what that means to our community is significant. When Ben Hill came, he was a pastor of Vernon AME Church, and he was one of the first African-American state representatives in the state of Oklahoma. And the way that he taught leadership to people, that's the same spirit that Keith Reed has, and that's why that's so important.
Relocating to this building will allow RCF to offer more community-based programs and to reach more children and families in the community.
The value of the Reed Foundation coming to Ben Hill Park is really invaluable because it's going to give our youth and even our adults a place to come and to learn something, to socialize, to be a part of activity in this community that is lacking. And so it's really invaluable.
So the sooner we can get to Ben Hill, the more kids we can accept and we can help, you know what I mean? We can reach out and touch.
The building has been vacant for over 10 years, and under the agreement, RCF must assume the responsibility, both financially and physically, of taking on major interior renovations.
We can't really move forward until we get the backing that we need to be able to do what we have planned to do.
The city has already earmarked $2.7 million to update the outside basketball courts, playground, lighting, and aesthetics. But we need more. What the city started is now up to us to finish. And what a marvelous facility it will be for North Tulsa, for all of Tulsa, and for the hundreds of kids and families who desperately need it. The design of the new facility is already being visualized. The new contemporary build-out will be a major focal point for the revitalization of the Greenwood area. This is our opportunity to continue showing the world just what kind of city we are. It is the perfect example of how, why, and how much we care. Refurbishing the center is what we can and should do to bring all of Tulsa together in a show of unity, pride, purpose, and love. Our financial support will rebuild a full gym for workouts, games, basketball, and other special activities, as well as events throughout the year. The gym will feature special art graphics to enhance and reinforce the core values of the Reed Community Foundation. The new STEM lab will be a flexible environment for additional science and technological training, but also fit for schoolwork and tutoring. Move the tables and laptop computers, and it becomes an area for parenting classes, financial skills training, and other mega important life skills. Down the hall, we'll partner with Feed the Children for a food and clothing bank. Additionally, there's an arts room, and across the hall is a counselor's room where licensed, practical counselors will work with families and children. Yes, the Ben Hill Reed Community Center is the right thing to finish, and this is the right time to do it.
Starting to get me emotional, because Reed doing a great thing for Tulsa. He really is. This is probably the most inspirational thing. It's the most inspirational story right here, right now.
Right now, we're trying to build Ben Hill back up so that it can accommodate many of the youth that are on the waiting list.
It's going to build our community in such a way that we can't even fathom really how successful and the impact it will have in our community right now. And so I'm excited about the future of North Tulsa.
So I invite you, come, see what we have to offer. See where you fit in at Ben Hill with Coach Reed.
Thank you for helping the Reed Foundation. I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I mean, with your help, you can help the next kid, the future of Tulsa, as I would say. The next doctor, the next lawyer, the next firefighter, the next officer. You could help the next kid become something great. It's much bigger than just Tulsa. It's the future.
The Reed Community Foundation. Let's make this happen. For North Tulsa, for all of Tulsa, for the kids.